Hello, 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 my lovely disciples. How are you all tonight? Hello, Oncey, hello, Karasu, hello, Calm Mom, and anyone else who may or may not be here yet. Hope you're well. Me personally, doing pretty good. I had a bit of a frustrating day, but it was okay overall. You know? Sometimes the frustration makes the good parts all the better. You know? It's not necessarily about just good things, right? Good with the bad and all that. So overall, I'd say, while I could complain, not much reason to, right? That said, I hope you all had much less frustrating. Yeah, if I could talk. I hope you all had much less frustrating days than I did. In fact, I hope your days were trouble-free. At least tomorrow's Friday indeed, come on. Get in there, slowly but surely. Lot to do. That's okay. Soon the week will be over. Oh. Speaking of breaks, it's not really a break, but I am going to have a Friday off, the 26th, but I'm gonna be traveling to another state for a week. I'm gonna be leaving on the 28th, and I will be driving back on the 3rd. I probably will be completely non-functional for the 4th, so we'll see how that goes. I don't think I'll plan anything for that day. Just sort of, if I have time and energy, whatever gets done, right? Business. But I plan on having some fun too. It's a state that I've always wanted to visit, so I'm excited to be there and maybe not see sights per se, but explore the area a little bit, you know? Sometimes it's nice. You don't necessarily need to go to like, this is the tourist spot where the tourists go. No, it's like, I'm there for business. I'm just gonna go wherever I feel like, you know? Within reason. I'm not breaking into anybody's houses. But yeah. No, I'm quite excited. I got a dock for my Steam Deck, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna download Hollow Knight Silk Song. I'm gonna play that on my vacation. Yeah. I'm gonna keep that game for me, I think. You know? I think that's important sometimes to have a game that's just for you, right? Yeah, just getting out of the regular routine can help a lot. That said, the drive is like very long. But that's okay. Long drives are nice too. For one, an audiobook and just listen. Yeah, days are going smooth. It's difficult, but we make do, right? Sometimes that's all we can do. Just make do, right? One moment. I like the rain though. I am actually quite excited because fall is approaching and I'm excited for more and more rain as the season progresses. I am very looking forward to it. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Need printer horror stories from this week? Probably. Can I think of one now? Absolutely not. You wanna know why? I don't want to think about work, that's why. I want to think about things that I enjoy, things that bring me happiness, right? It's hard enough, spending the whole work day, wishing it would just end so you can get back to life, and then spending all your time thinking about work. Not healthy. Gotta disconnect. And like I do talk about work outside of work here and there, but if I can avoid it, don't gotta think about it, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, I'll surely rant at some point, but today, I just want to relax, Yeah, fall is a beautiful season with the changing leaves, that little bite in the air, but not too cold. You have an interview on Friday. That's awesome. I'm so excited for you. I hope it goes well. Confidence is key in interviews. Reasonable confidence. You don't want to stretch over into arrogance. But I believe in you. You've got this. You're gonna do a great job. Sorry. Need a stretch. Ooh. Oh, a bit of a pop. Might be a good time for everyone to stretch. Loosen up a little bit. Oh, that's better. This morning, I got up my van, my first client, and I was waiting for a format to happen on a flash drive, and I just twisted my back, and it snapped, crackled, and popped like it was popcorn. Oh, it was so good. And then I went the other way, and I got the same effect, and it was intoxicating. Oh my god, just thinking about it, I'm like, ugh. This is so good. It was so good. Yeah. Just that ripple of cracks right up the spine. Oh. It was a really good back crack, to be fair. Like, I can't express how good it was. Is there a certain way I sound? I can't imagine what you might be on about. That's what she said, indeed. Oh, so yesterday I was playing video games and I was like, man, just not feeling it. I was like, you know what? I want to sing. I was like, do I do like an impromptu karaoke? Do I just like hang out in Discord channel and sing? What do I do? So what I ended up doing was just singing on my own. And I found a bunch of songs that either I'm good enough already or I want to practice some more, get good for karaoke. And I added 16 songs to a playlist that I am now listening to while I'm driving around for work. So, I don't know that all 16 will end up in my repertoire, but I am very much so looking forward to the next karaoke because I already have some excellent new options to sing. It's gonna be great. Also, I think I was supposed to do a comfort ASMR, and I'm just rambling. Hopefully that's comforting. You ever just sing in the shower since the acoustics are so good in the bathroom? Sometimes a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. You know. I'm glad it's comforting. Yeah, I don't really like to sing in the shower too much. Usually when I'm in the shower, I like to just let my mind drift. And then my thoughts float away like they're on a cloud. You ever do that? Just sit there and just let your thoughts roll away. Do it in the shower, with the warm water streaming over me. Sometimes I just lay down in bed, wrap myself up, and just lay there, letting me just drift off. My favorite is to get a blanket. This is like when it's cold out, right? But get a blanket, like a comforter or something like that. It's kind of pillowy already. Just toss it in the dryer for a few minutes. Let it warm up. And get nice and cozy. Maybe a little staticky. And just toss it onto the bed and curl up in it. It's just... So nice. I love it. It really just... Yeah. I think you know what I mean. There's just something... It's like a warm hug, you know? Just instant relaxation. I'm tempted to do it tonight, honestly. I could use something like that. Yeah, a heated blanket from the dryer is just a wonderful thing. But you know what else is wonderful? All of you for coming to listen to me just ramble about this and that. I hope I can be the relaxation you needed after a long, hard day of work. It's easy to get wrapped up in the day-to-day, just the endless grind, day after day, making your way to the weekend, week after week of just waiting for the weekend to start, waiting for the day to end, so you can start living your life. Get back to the people and things you love and enjoy. The reasons why you get up and put on your customer service voice. It's so hard to do that again and again and again. Makes you think, is this all that life is? Hey, 20 months of membership. Thank you, Calm Mom. But I do think about that a lot. Is this all that life is? But I don't know that it's the way I want to think. I'd rather find the joy and comfort in the little moments of time that I'm able to carve out for me. I want the people who love and care about me to feel loved and cared about. I want to make sure that I can take a moment here and there, slow down and just live. And you know, this is one of those little moments for me, where I'm forced to just slow down and be for a little bit while I hang out with all of you. So thank you for being a part of this little moment. I really appreciate it. Exactly. Always trying to make time for the things we enjoy and do as little as we have to make that happen. I get it. There's a reason why I usually don't take overtime at work. But, you know, so sometimes you have to. Sorry, drifted for a moment there. I almost feel like doing these is more for me than you. Almost feel selfish doing it because doing this, I'm forced to take a moment, breathe, and relax. Otherwise, I can't really do this. Without taking that moment, there's no way I could slow down enough to just talk. But not too much, you know? Just a bit. Keep the volume low. Keep my pace steadied and measured in everything that I do. It's hard sometimes to do that, but at the end of it, when I get there, I'm feeling very good. And I gotta do that to an extent for most streams, but, you know, especially for these ones, I have to really chill out. I'm glad you like the new comfort audio. I absolutely adored recording that one. Even if I had a little bit of trouble recording the first paragraph or so. It took me 6 or 7 tries to really get into it. But once I was in, I was in. Only had to stop for water and to scroll the page down. Absolutely fantastic to record. Merely, I should take some cues from that audio. It's a shame I can't actually remember what was in it. I kind of just go into this fugue state when I'm recording, and what I recorded, I don't remember. I'm glad you think it's fantastic to listen to. I'm glad, Wansy. I'm glad my stories can help to calm you down. Whoa. Okay. Oh my god, I was gonna sneeze there. Almost did. Realistically. It's a close thing, I'll have you know. Nearly blew out the mic. That would have been very, very bad. I treated myself this week. And on Tuesday, or was it Wednesday? Tuesday, I think. Yeah, Tuesday. After my music lesson, I stopped by the store and grabbed myself a carrot cake and 4-pack of dragon's milk. It's a stout. You'd have seen it on the Discord already, I suppose. But I'm drinking another dragon's milk tonight, and oh, just getting to kick back, relax, enjoy my favorite drink is it's very nice. I like it a lot. It was so good. Initially, I wanted to grab just one large beer and enjoy that for the evening, but I'm glad I ended up with the 4-pack of smaller ones. I get to enjoy the treat throughout the week instead of just once, right? A gift that keeps on giving. There really is something about just having your favorite drink, though. It's one of the few cake flavors I like besides chocolate. I adore carrot cake. Definitely one of my favorites. Honestly, most cakes are a little too sweet for me. There's like this rice cake jelly thing that I absolutely adore. But there's like that, carrot cake. I made pumpkin spice cake one year there. Basically, you take spice cake mix and then you mix it with pumpkin pie filling. And there's like a couple other things you gotta do. I don't really remember. But if you mix just those two, you can dollop them up and make them into cookies. But I think like if you add eggs and like a couple other things, you can make it into a cake and it's really good. Like, oh, kind of want to make it this year, but ugh, so much sugar. I'm trying to cut back the weight, get myself back under 200. Or at the very least, can turn some of this 200 into muscle. Even if it all ends up being leg muscle, because all I do is walk on the treadmill. That's not true. I lift weights a little bit. But like, I'll do it while I'm on the treadmill. Just little bicep curls. Want to try the pumpkin added to the chocolate chip cookie mix recipe? That sounds amazing. Oh, it wasn't pumpkin pie mix, it was pumpkin pie filling. That's what it was. Which I guess is mix, whatever. Spice cake with chocolate frosting? I don't know that I have. I haven't really just made spice cake on its own. You don't really see spice cake out in the wild very often for some reason. I don't know why. People always have like a white cake or a chocolate cake, I feel like. So the only time I've had spice cake is when I've made it. And I really only made the pumpkin one. Chocolate frosting does sound pretty good though with that. But I mean, chocolate frosting sounds pretty good with just about anything. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I might have to try it sometime. Oh, gingerbread. I do love me some gingerbread. Honestly, I know gingerbread is supposed to be like a Christmas winter thing, but some of that in the fall, Imagine gingerbread cookies, but they're fall leaves with red sprinkles. That would be delightful. You could do like a mix of red, orange, and yellow sprinkles and sprinkle it all over the frosted gingerbread fall leaves. Ah, that would be amazing. Maybe I should do that. It would be fun. I think I'd have to do sugar-free frosting now. Would be tragic, but we make do. Those cookies, though, they're getting 100% bona fide sugar. Oh, molasses cookies are so good. I love molasses cookies. How do we always get back to food? What is it with food? Yeah, I adore molasses cookies. I have molasses in my house specifically because of my love of molasses cookies. I haven't made any in a good while, but oh my god, it's tempting. I want it. I want it so bad. You know, I have everything I need to make like a very small batch of molasses cookies. It's true, Artemis. Food is universal and beloved. You make an excellent point. And I tell you what, I adore food. I made that chili last night. It's so spicy. But ended up making some rice as well, and oh, it's so good mixed with the rice. Just the perfect amount of heat. Filled me right up too. That's fair. I too have been experiencing some minor weight problems. I'm getting a bit of a beer gut. It's okay though. I've been fluctuating in my weight, but mostly downwards, since I've tidied up my diet a little bit. And you know what? I still get to enjoy food. It's just different food. It's fun exploring new recipes and ways of doing things. You know? When I have discovered... what's it called? Fluff. You can make big ol' piles of fluff that have basically no calories but are very sweet and satisfy that sweet tooth, and it is fantastic. I adore the fluff. Not allergic to spicy. That is deeply unfortunate, Artemis. I know some people have pretty bad reactions to capsaicin. I'm sorry that you're one of them, because it is one of the great joys in my life is inflicting pain upon my taste buds with capsaicin. I do enjoy abusing my taste buds. Just tastes so good. I added in Szechuan peppers. They are a numbing spice. So in addition to all the straight up spice, you get the numbing spice as well. You get one in your mouth and you crack down on it. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Your mouth just goes numb while it's burning. I love it. I love it so much. I see. None of you would survive my chili. I put like 12 jalapenos in there, and chili powder, and what else did I put in there that was spicy? I forget. Black pepper doesn't count. A mouth orgasm, huh? It does sound pretty good. Sounds like masochism. I assure you, I am anything but that. But it is very tasty. What can I say? I just like a little spice in my life, you know? Is that so wrong? Want a little spice? Fair enough. Fair enough. The different kind of spice. I see. Speaking of a different kind of spice, I need to find myself an ASMR script for the Patreon this month. I'll get to that. Get it done this weekend. You know, whatever reason, I'm not the biggest fan of spicy candies. I like my spice to be savory, not sweet. You know? I like, well, a little bit of sweet is fine, but mostly savory and spicy is what I like. And I just can't do bitter and spicy. Absolutely foul. They're not sweet at the start. Oh, I know. I've had spicy candies before. Spicy candies always seem to be designed for unpleasantness above anything else, as far as I've encountered. And if I'm eating a candy, I'm trying to eat a little piece of joy, not punishment. No disrespect to people who like that, but it's not for me. The most I'll do is a cinnamon candy. Chili powder, semi-sweet halfway. I see. Probably not for me then. See, me, I'm a sucker for chocolate and caramel. I do like chili peppers. Good to know. Usually chocolate. Chocolate's nice because it's also a stimulant. In a similar way that caffeine is. It's not nearly as much, obviously, but apparently it's pretty similar. That's why you shouldn't eat chocolate before bed. It's also part of the reason it's considered an aphrodisiac. And speaking of the Patreon and spice, stream elements in the chat promoting the Patreon. Speaking of which, there's now exclusive audios. Well, one exclusive audio for anybody who has the second tier of membership on either YouTube or Patreon. So, not that it's much of an exclusive, but I might add more in the future. We'll see. A chocolate bar with chili. It does sound like someone would love that who's not me. I'm a traditionalist. I like my dark chocolate. I'm glad you think so, Mom. Dark and milk chocolate. Milk chocolate's okay, but dark is my favorite by a lot. I don't remember what percentage dark chocolate is my favorite. I just kind of take it as it comes, you know? If it's too dark for me, I'll set it aside and melt it down for something later. Just go off vibes, you know? Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose, and that's okay. You know what my favorite candy above everything else is, though? Licorice. Black licorice, specifically. I just cannot get enough of that flavor. That star anise flavor just bursting through. I actually used a few star anise from my chili. It's very good. Licorice root and star anise, yes. Muted? I don't think I am. I was just checking something. I guess the I was looking at it. Apparently, licorice and star anise are similar but not the same. It always tastes the same to me. Interesting, Artemis. I didn't know about that. Plant called marshmallow that made the candy originally. That's delightful. I've never had sweet basil leaves, I don't think. That sounds amazing, though. Just positively delightful. Alright, Karasu. See you when you come back. Sorry I'm not talking as much. No, you're not supposed to do the thing where you just leave a lot of space and dead air in, but I don't know. I don't think it's that much of a problem. Sometimes it's good to take a moment, just sit, collect yourself. Crystallized ginger is very tasty, to be fair. I can't blame you for liking that. Another definition stream? I'd be down. We could do that. Maybe I'll cut it down and make it into a video. Well, I think I was gonna do that with the original one. Whatever happened to that idea? Did I do that? I don't remember. Nah. Oh well. Too much of a bother to think about. You know what? Maybe not definition. Maybe definitions? What if we did a variation on the idea? What do you think? Maybe I could do cities and do read descriptions of cities from like Wikipedia or something. That could be fun. Or what else would be good? What are some other good ideas? Could read there's like the book jacket summary of books. Could do that. That could be you know what? That right there, I think is the idea I want to go with. You guys give me book titles. And I go onto Goodreads and read the summary. Could be fun. Etymology, like how specific words came to be, could be good. Just read articles on the etymology of various words. Could do an expansion upon the definition stream. Read the definition and the etymology. Could be fun. Encyclopedia articles could be good too. Could be a lot of fun. Yeah. Educational, quote unquote. I don't think people would be coming for the education, but still be fun. Yeah, I like all of those ideas. Hold on. Let me make a note. Oh, so let's see. ASMR live reading notes. Definitions. Etymology. Encyclopedia articles. Pedia? Could be. What was the other one? Booksellers. I like that. What kind of education indeed? You're all going to have to excuse me for a moment. I must make my way to the restroom. Tragically, I have biological needs that I must attend to. But a moment. Bad. Oh, much better. Did you know that I have a list of things I can't put into titles anymore? Because I do. If I put these things in, my videos get flagged and they get their monetization limited. can't have hypnosis anywhere, not even in the description. Vampire feeding also flags in the system as sexual. ASMR, can't say that. You can tag it ASMR. You can't put ASMR in the title. Spicy, not entirely a no-go, but there's no point in risking it, right? It's like a 50-50 shot. I can't do part numbers. That doesn't work. That immediately deranks an audio. Plus, people won't click on it. Can't do incubus or succubus. We can, but it's like 75-25 in my favor. So, I prefer not to at this point. I know I just did it recently, but that video got flagged. So, it is what it is. Actually, did that video? No, that video didn't get flagged. Never mind. It did initially, but that was because of the hypnosis. Learned my lesson on that one. Apparently. Okay, we're going in deep on something a little random. But apparently, payment processors are allergic to hypnosis. They won't process payments for anything related to hypnosis, because of the amount of chargebacks they would get the day after. It was worse than pornography. And so they just won't go anywhere near it. Interesting, huh? Because people would claim they were hypnotized and then do a chargeback, and it would be on the credit card company, right? Because a lot of the time, once the hypnotist got their money, they had their money. There was no getting it back from them. So, payment processors were just like, nope, not having it. Cost them too much money. Very strange, right? Well, I suppose it makes a lot of sense, actually. But you know what I mean. Right? It's one of those things you don't really think about. And you know what? Not really something most people do have to think about. But yeah, I don't know. I had a thought, and it just disappeared as it was starting to exit my mouth. You ever have that? Where you're just like starting to say something, you're like, what was that again? What was I gonna say? Meh, whatever. It is what it is. Right? All the time? Yeah. Me too. Sometimes I'll be saying stuff and it'll come out and I'll just be like, huh? Where'd that come from? Nice deep breaths. Back in the chair. Oh, I lost track. See, here I am, supposed to be comforting you, and I'm just getting all relaxed and kicking back and bro, chilling out, doing nothing, yammering on about this and that. Some ASMR creator, right? Mouth gets out of my brain frequently. Fingers too. uh, Sometimes when you're just going at the keyboard and just the gibberish that'll come out. I know I do that a lot. Just type and type, and it's like my fingers start to stumble over each other and it just spills into nonsense. I have to go back, delete, start again, and slow down. Man, 20 months of membership. That's crazy. Almost at 2 years of having monetization. It's wild. Hard to believe. Oh, yeah. Walking can be quite tiring. Remember the other week, walking around the city, just park in one spot, walk to a bunch of different buildings, basically churn a bunch of printers off and on. Just absolute nonsense work. It was good. Good time. What a wild time it's been. It really has. Quite the whirlwind. And you know what? It's just the beginning. I've got a lot more in store. A lot of plans I want to get to. The goofy battery. The goofy battery is still there for collabs. It's not gone, just hiding. I almost want to commission an actual Fugi. That's like, but that's still that battery, right? I think that would be funny. Just be like, yeah, I'm commissioning a proper Fugi. And it's just the battery, but even more cursed than before. Yeah. Oh yes, and I have excellent thoughts on how to make it absolutely horrific. It's going to be fantastic. Maybe. I bet Sensory would do it. I'm going to have to message her about it, see if she would be interested. I think she would find it hilarious. It's a great idea, I'll have you know. Absolutely fantastic. Mm. Yeah, that's what I should spend my money on. It'll be amazing. Hmm. Sorry, I had ideas for this ASMR and they all just fled my head as soon as I went live, and I didn't take many notes. So, if I fall silent for a moment, my apologies. Yeah, Halloween's right around the corner. Very excited for spooky season. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Which reminds me, I should do some spooky well, I suppose I always do spooky ASMRs. But I should do some Halloween themed ASMRs. You need to chill too. Yeah, I feel a little selfish though. But it was a very long day. Besides, that said, all of that, if I weren't chill, how can I chill out all of y'all? I think it's a two-way street, right? Can't be nervous or hyped up or whatever and do something like this. Spooky Mad Libs would be fun. I did love that. I have to do that. I was thinking of more for roleplay audios, do some spooky roleplay audios. But the spooky Mad Libs were fantastic. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, we'll do that again this year. And you know what I could also do? I could ask Venom for some good creepypastas to, and I could read some creepypastas on stream. That's kind of her thing, right? Yeah, spooky audio RP for sure, it'll happen. I'll do a ghost one, I think. I bet you there's some good ghost ones. Yeah. Yeah. I bet there's a lot of good ghost ones. Welcome back, Karasu. I hope you had a good time. We were just discussing the possibility of me doing a ghostly ASMR at some point here. It'd be a lot of fun. Honestly, I feel like all I talk about is content. It's a problem. I need to find other things to talk about. But it all loops back around to content, food. Well, I suppose I'm not being very generous with myself. I do have my random rants and ravings about various things. You don't get to my age without gathering a few opinions along the way. Some of them even quite strong opinions, frankly. My favorite Muppet. I don't know if I know all the Muppets well enough to have a favorite. You know what I mean? I do kind of want to watch some of the Muppet movies again. I think that would be good. Another text for another interview. Same day and time. You can't reschedule. If not, that's a shame. Strong opinions, I don't know what you mean. I'm sure you couldn't imagine me having strong opinions on anything. Me, strong opinions, never. Couldn't be me. Oh. Speaking of, rolling back to wanting to watch some of the Muppet movies. Once the, what's it called? What was I gonna say? Once the current animes of the weeks are over for the anime watch-alongs, I'm thinking of switching to movies. And one of the Muppet movies would be delightful. Not sure which one. Could do a couple. Filter them in here and there. I'd like that. You know? Good old Automan blocking people, trying to advertise cheap followers. As if I would want to buy viewership. What would even be the point of that? I was thinking about Pirate Muppet movie in particular. Because I think, if I remember right, that's my favorite one. It has been a very long time since I watched any of those movies, though, if I'm to be perfectly honest. Yeah. Just have a movie night every week. I think that would be good. And that way people don't have to feel bad if they miss one week, right? I think that's been kind of a problem with the weekly anime thing. People feel bad if they miss out on just 1 week and then they don't come back. So, movies would be easier, I think. That said, I am getting a message from someone, and I have to get going. I'm terribly sorry to cut this short, but I assure you it's important, and I need to get going. But thank you all for coming. I really, really do appreciate it. And until next time, which will be probably Saturday. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow. Probably not. Well, I don't even know why I would say I'd stream tomorrow. There's no way I'm streaming tomorrow. It will be Saturday. For some yapping, maybe a little bit of karaoke if I'm feeling up to it, and then abiotic factor. But until then, take care of yourselves, sleep well, eat well, posture check, make sure you're not all shrimped well, and until then, bye-bye.